Chapter 10. The World of Things. Things around us. We see many objects all around us such as chairs, bicycles, utensils, clothes, toys, books, and stones. Each of these objects has a different shape, texture, color, and use. These different variety of objects make our life easy and better. Kiran looked around and asked her father with curiosity,
"Who has made all these things, Papa, and what are they made of?"
Her father smiled and replied,
"That's a great question, Kiran. Many of these things are made by different people. For example, the bed is made by a carpenter from wood, and the table lamp is made from materials like metal and glass. Everything around us is made from different materials like plastic, metal, glass and wood."
More to know. Have you ever seen objects like hinges, nails, and latches? They are made of metals. Metals come from special rocks called ores. These ores are found beneath the earth's surface and are dug up from the mines. Then metals are extracted from these ores. This is how we get important materials like gold, silver, copper, and iron, which we use to make many things around us. Stainless steel, brass and bronze are alloys, which are mixtures of metals. Transparent, translucent and opaque materials.
Do you know, Kiran, materials can be grouped into three main categories,
said father.
Transparent. Transparent materials are clear and let light pass through completely. When you look through them, you can see everything clearly on the other side. Glass and a cellophane sheet are examples of transparent materials. Translucent. Translucent materials allow some light to pass through, but they make things look blurry. Frosted glass, butter paper are examples of translucent materials. Opaque. Opaque materials do not allow any light to pass through at all. When you look at opaque objects, you cannot see what is behind them. Wood, book and cardboard are examples of opaque materials.
Different kinds of materials. The objects around us are made from different materials. Each material has its own special qualities that make it suitable for specific uses. Let us explore some common materials and the things objects we can make from them. For example, tables, chairs, toys are made of wood, water bottles, toys, containers are made of plastic, cars, bikes, cutleries are made of metal, windows, bottles, jars are made of glass. Sources of materials. Objects are made from different materials that come from various sources. Let us learn about where some common materials come from. For example, we get wood from trees that grow in forests. Metal is extracted from rocks called ores that are dug from the ground. Glass is made from sand, mixed with other materials and heated. Fabric can come from plants, like cotton, or animals, wool from sheep. Properties of materials.
Do you know, Kiran, that we can group materials into different categories?
Father said.
"Really? How?"
Kiran asked. Father explained.
Well, we can categorize them on the basis of their properties like whether they are hard or soft, smooth or rough, dull or shiny, or whether they are flexible or not. Hard. A material that is difficult to compress is called hard. For example, stone and a wooden box are hard materials. Soft. A material that can be easily compressed is called soft. For example, a soft toy, sponge, and pillow are soft materials. Smooth. A smooth material feels even and flat. For example, glass, silk, and polished metal are smooth materials. Rough. A rough material has an uneven or bumpy surface. It feels scratchy or textured. For example, sandpaper and bark are rough materials. Dull. A dull material does not shine. For example, cardboard, paper, unpolished wood, and stone are dull materials. Shiny. A shiny material shines brightly. For example, mirrors and metal spoons are shiny materials. Flexible. A flexible material can bend and change shape without breaking. For example, rubber band, fabric, and plastic straws are flexible materials. Different materials make different sounds too.
Father told Kiran. Father asked Kiran
to collect and bring 5 things made of different materials like metal, plastic, cloth, glass, and wood.
Kiran brought the items and placed them on the table. Father asked Kiran,
To tap on each item with a spoon and listen to the sounds made by the different things.
After the activity, he explained,
Each material has its own sound. For example, metal makes a ringing sound, while plastic sounds dull. Learning about these sounds helps us understand the things around us better.
solids, liquids and gases. Father asked Kiran.
Do you know why walls are not made of water?
Kiran replied,
Yes, Papa, because the wall will fall down.
Exactly.
Father said.
We need solid materials like bricks and stones to make walls.
He then continued the discussion about solids, liquids and gases.
Solids, things that do not change their shape and do not flow, are called solids. For example, brick, rock, pen, pencil, etc. Liquids, liquids are the things that change their shape when they are transferred from one container to another and can flow. For example, water, juice, milk, oil, etc. Gases, gases do not have a fixed shape and can flow. They spread to fill the container and float freely. For example, air and steam are gases.
Fun fact: mercury is the only metal that remains liquid at room temperature, and it has a fascinating ability to form perfectly round droplets. This unique property gives mercury the appearance of tiny silver balls when spilled. More to know: water can be a solid, liquid, or gas. Solid: when water freezes, it turns into ice. Ice is a solid and keeps its shape, like an ice cube. Liquid: at room temperature, water flows freely and takes the shape of its container. We drink it as a liquid every day. Gas: when water is heated, it turns into steam. Steam is water in its gas form. You can see it when boiling water produces steam in the kitchen. Natural and artificial things.
Kiran, do you know the difference between natural and artificial things?
Father asked. Kiran replied,
Yes. Natural things exist in nature, like trees, fruits, animals, water, and rivers. Artificial things are created by humans, like chairs, tables, clothes, and cars. The sun, moon, and stars are also natural things.
Kiran added thoughtfully.
Exactly, Kiran.
Father said with a smile. Key terms: transparent materials, materials that let light pass through completely. Translucent materials, materials that allow some light to pass through, but they make things look blurry. Opaque materials, materials that do not allow any light to pass through at all. Solids, things that do not change their shape and do not flow. Liquids, things that change their shape when they are transferred from one container to another. Gases, things that do not have a fixed shape and spread out to fill the space around them. Natural things, things that exist naturally. Artificial things, things that are made by man.